Okay, so let us see the question. Question reads, a solid metallic cuboid of dimension 10 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 3 centimeter is melted and cast into a box of thickness 0.5 centimeter without a lid. That is very important. It has no lid. Yes, so thickness is will not appear on the top. If the outer measure of the base of the box is or are 12 centimeter by 5 centimeter, that means the base is 12 by 5. So we have to find out the height of the box. So let us understand the question with the help of the figure here. We have a metallic box, yes, and for this metallic box the dimension is given as 10 centimeter. We can take this as 10 centimeter, this as 5 centimeter and this as 3 centimeter. Okay, it has been melted and cast into a box of thickness 0.5. It is melted and cast into a box. It is not casted into a solid figure. It is cast into a box. Yes, box means inside there is a space. It is hollow. So when there is a box, it has a thickness. It is given as 0.5. So you can understand this is a box. It has a thickness of 0.5. So we can just see this thickness here, right? I hope it is visible. This is the thickness, which is 0.5. Now this thickness is all over. All over means along the walls as well as the base. It has no lead. Yes, it has no lead. If the outer measurement of the base of the box is 12 by 5, so you have to find out the height of the box. Outer measurement. So they are saying that if this is 12, let us say this is 12 and this is 5. So we have to find out this height. This is the question mark. Yes, this is the question that they have asked. Okay, so let us understand what is the use of thickness and the word without lead. They are saying it has a thickness of 0.5 and without lead. So till now, whichever question we have solved related to melting of a solid and then cast into some other structure, we understood that the volume remains the same. But in this case, what we need to understand that it is a box. That means inside there is space. Inside there is no material. The material is on the walls and the floor. Because it has no lid, will not consider the top. Yes, so you just understand this box. Yes, now from this box, if the cover is removed, so when the cover is removed, so top thickness is removed. Top thickness is removed. That means from the height we are removing the thickness. Okay, but from the base there will be a thickness. In the base there will be a thickness. So this is the final figure that we are getting. This is the final figure that we are getting. Okay, it has a thickness along the walls and along the floor, but there is no lead. The cover has been removed. Okay, so there is no thickness on top. See, when I say there is no thickness on top, so it will affect the thickness along the height. Okay, width and depth will remain same, right? So as we already know that in such cases what happens, the volume of this box, its volume, okay, the volume of this box and the volume of this uh, open box with a thickness of 0.5 remains the same. Okay, these two volumes will be same. So can I say that this has a dimension of 10, 5 and 3? So we can find out the volume of this structure, which is a cuboid, as volume of cuboid. Volume of cuboid will be same as volume of open metallic box. And it is open because there is no lead. Okay, open metallic box, with a thickness. We can just say it with a thickness. So why we are adding thickness? Because this will make our calculation easier. This will make it is easy to understand the calculation part. See, when there is a thickness, so what is happening? You can understand that there is outer dimension, okay, and then there is inner dimension. So from the outer dimension, if I remove the inner dimension, that means if I remove the space, okay, if I remove the space, so what will happen? I will get the actual material that is used to cast it. Okay, so volume of a cuboid, we can just write on this side 10 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 3, which is the formula. Now in this case, volume of a metallic box, it is very simple. It is outer dimension minus the inner dimension, because inner part there is no metal. The metal is on the side part only, along the walls and along the floor. Since it has no lead, we will not consider that. So can I say outer dimension is 12? This is given in the question itself. So this is 12, this is 5, which is width, and height is what you have to find out. So this is 12 into 5 multiplied by height minus, will remove the volume of inner part. So for the inner part, how we'll get the dimension? Please understand. Since this is in this entire is 12, right? So this wall I'm talking about, this front wall and the back wall has some thickness, and because of this thickness, what will happen? Because of this thickness, this 12 will reduce actually in, I'm talking about internal dimension. This is 0.5, 0.5, so that becomes 12 minus 1. So it will reduce by 0.5, 0. Which is 1, so it will reduce by 1, and then again multiplied by this 5 will also reduce by 1, so 5 minus 1. And in case of height, since there is no lead, yes, since there is no lead, so it will reduce by 0.5 only. Cover has been removed, so we will not consider that thickness, we'll just consider the thickness of the bottom, so that becomes h minus 0.5. Okay, so we'll just calculate this becomes 5 3 is 15 into 10 150 is equal to 60h minus, you can just take this as 11 into 4, which is 44 multiplied by h minus 0.5. So 150 becomes 60h minus 44h plus 44 into 0.5 becomes 22. So 150, this 22 we can shift here, minus 22 becomes 16h. Therefore 128 is 16h, so your h becomes 8. Therefore height of the box is what? It is 8 centimeter. Let us revise once again. There is a metallic box with the dimension 10, 5 and 3. It is melted and cast into a open box of some thickness. So when it is open box, that means the inner part is a space. Inner part has no material. So we'll just calculate the volume by subtracting the inner dimension from the outer dimension. What is outer dimension? 12 into 5 into h, and inner dimension 12 minus 1 into 5 minus 1 into h minus 0.5. So you can see we are taking minus 1 because thickness will reduce from both the side in case of 12. In case of 5 also it will reduce from both the side, but in case of height it will not reduce from the top because it has no cover only. Yes, it has no lead. So you just consider this equation, solve it, and then you get the value of h as 8 centimeter, which is the outer height of the box.